How are you guys? We will discuss how to create a character for your comics. So this is a basic comics. We will be using different styles of creating your character, using also the different strokes and styles, using the hatches. For example, we have here, of course, I'm using now the Adobe CC 2021, and you can have it too. Well, of course, you can download it at the same time. But of course, there are some trial version for this. Now, we can use the following tool right here to create our own basic character for our comics. Please don't forget to check also my previous tutorial on manga drawing. So let us start. You can use the hatches, and we can use different strokes right here. Let's, for example, I will use this square. Okay. Now these are the examples of your hatches. Now, if you're using a pencil, well, of course, that's another thing. You can control that. At the same time, the pressure it will depends also on your wrist and your finger. Now, because this is a digital thing, well, of course, you can use the different tools right here to use the pen pressure tool. There are different types of hashes that you can use. We can use the slanting line, like this one. We can use this thing also. And of course, it depends also to the orientations of the thickness of your uh, brush right here. So if you use this, okay, you can create a thin hats. Okay, you can even use the cross hats like this. You can use the dots like this one. You can use also this default strokes. You can also create the curve. Okay, this is now in real situation. If you are using your pencil, you can control it by means of the color, the thickness, and of course the color orientation. Since I'm using the Adobe CC at 2021, well, of course, now I'm just content to use the same thickness or the same orientations of the lines. Okay, so this is how you do it. Now, in creating dashes, you can use this to create your blocks for the shadows, to create a dynamic effect for your drawings. For example, we have here, of course, the muscle. Okay, let us use this. Okay, this one. This is the muscle, and to create, a dynamic form of a muscle, especially if you are creating an action figure. Well, it's very important that you use the access. So here we can use this brush type for this uh, huts. And at the same time, well, of course, you can use the small dots to create a faded styles of hats. Or maybe another style for that is to use line here, the thick in thin style of line for your hats. And of course, one of that is to also to create a what you call this solid type of shadow, and you can ink this thing. And well, you can go back to your hatches. Use this one like this. Okay, creating sort of force in the muscles. Okay, there is what you call a dynamism of the drawing. So this is how you use the hatches. You just practice this. Okay, and at the same time, well, it is very imperative that you need also to study the different parts of the human body, the anatomy. Okay, so here are the example for that. Okay, now let us walk it out and check it. You can use also this kind of hats and thick and thin hats. This one, a thick and thin hats. Okay, and then small dots will appear like realistic of your of the object that you're doing. Okay, so this is it. Okay, this is the importance of hatching your this is the importance of hatch. when you draw something. Okay, let us erase this. Now, um, that says is is often used for shadows and blocks. For example, this is the circle, and the light is right here, and this is the surface for that. Okay, this is the surface. So the shadow is here. Okay, let us put the shadow right here. This is the light, and of course, this is the directions of the light in this area. So we are definite that the shadow is right here. Okay, we can put the shadow right here. We can use the line for the shadow and then curve it. So we can use this for the hatches. Now you can use the solid hatch like this one for the shadow. Okay, this is to this is also to detect volume amount of hatching. Okay, so you go back to your brush tool again, and then you can choose here your style. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is where you create your hats for the spear, and you can also put the amount of dots right here. Okay, fading dots for your spear, and just put something white right here. So that's it. So this is where you create your hats. This is the light, and of course, this is where the light focus uh, here in the spear, and of course, behind the spear, at the back of the spear, we have here the dark color because, well, this is not covered of lights. Okay. Now we apply this in real situation, in real drawing. So we will be using again, of course, another style here. Of course, let's say you want to create a character for comics or for animation, just for a layout. I don't want to think because so much thinking can waste my time. So let us walk it out. Let us focus the face of a person right here. Okay. Oops. Let's change the color. Okay. So we have here the face of the person. Okay. And this is the ear. Okay. Let us now we will put the details right here and apply the lights and hatches. This is the eyes. And of course, this is the nose. This is the nose. And this is the mouth. Okay. This is the jaw. All right. That's it. Uh, how to draw the eyes in the nose, in the mouth, and of course, how to use the spears to position your drawing. Please check my previous tutorial. You can check the link below. And of course, you can also have a shortcut with me using that link below. All right, here's the eyes. And at the same time, we have here, okay. This time, well, of course, this is just like a normal drawing. We can use the manga or the Western style drawing. Okay, let's walk this out. Okay, so we have here. All right, that's it. So if this is the light at the back, so eventually, well, there will be what you call this a block here. Okay, we can use the hatch right here. Now let us uh, walk it out by putting more details here. Let us create another layer. And at the same time, we'll be using the brush tool and of course choose our own color right here. All right, let us zoom this thing, zoom this thing. Okay, let us choose our own brush tool here. So this is our brush tool. You can use this or depends to you. Okay, we can use the normal brush tool over here. And then we choose the color of the eyebrow. Okay, so this is the eyes. Okay. So I don't want to think, I don't want to think so much of what is the angle. Just go with the flow. Oh, this is the eyes. Now here, we'll be using this to create the blocks right here. Okay, so let's move out. Okay, then we have here the mouth. Then, of course, oops. Okay, and then we have here the ear. Of course, the hair. So we will put later the blocks. Okay, all right, and the technique of you can use this exercise. Okay, what I'm trying to say is too much thinking can waste your time. So just go with the flow. Use the surface of your paper or maybe your digital console and start to draw. Scribble anything and then everything will just follow. Okay, so right there, that's it. Now you can use the Adobe Photoshop if you want. Of course I'm comfortable using the Adobe CC Animate or the canvas. So here you are. So this is the light at here at the back. So if the light's at the back of this person, well, of course we can play with this drawing and provide uh, the blocks right here. So we'll be using, of course, um, a defined type of blocks, okay, like this one. This is the hatches, okay. You see, hatches is very important. So you can use the strokes, of course, the horizontal lines for that. So you can use the solid hatch, or they can use the solid blocking of this. So what's a solid block? This is the solid block, all right. And at the same time, you can use also this to create your blocks or hats here. For example, I want to use the solid blocks. Okay, so that's the blocks. All right, so this is how you create the blocks. Something like that. From here, of course, you can create blocks here also. Now, if you want to change this, of course, now you can use the solid block here. At the same time, you make it more detailed here for the blocks. Okay, so we can see it right here. Okay, so the minimum size is 100 for this size 100 or one. Oh, I'm sorry, one. You can change this to one here. This is one. Just slide it here. You can make it the brush size increase or decrease in its orientation. Okay, make it more detailed here. So this is the block. You can play with it if you want. All right. There you are. So that's how the blocks goes. So you can use the hats here at the side. More hats for the clothes, muscles, or if you want, okay, you can make solid blocks here. So that's how you do it. It's very simple, right? So the light is at the back of this guy. At the same time, we can create our hats right here, here, something like that. So this is how you create. This is how importance. This is how hats importance play in your drawing. Okay. Now the question is, what if I am doing the manga character? The same thing. So if you are doing a manga character, let us go back right here and create another angle for that. Okay, let us create first a division here. I will erase this. Okay, a division of drawing, comparison of drawing for the manga and for the Western style drawing. Okay, for example, this is the right side. Well, of course, we have here the manga drawing. So what will be our manga drawing? We can use the female or male, but again, let us use the male right here. So choose your own light color right here, of course. This is the manga drawing. Okay, we have here. Okay, the face. Remember, I have discussed this already in my previous blog. Okay. Now let us put the detail right here. So this is the manga, and then we have here expressive type of manga drawing. There you have it. So we have to. This is a mischievous look of a person. Okay. Then we will draw later on the image of this. Okay, using the blocks. Okay, that's it. Now we will lock this. Another layer will come out. Okay, purpose of that is once we draw it, we can also go back to the target area where we want to modify it later on. Okay, let us choose our color right here and we apply the blocks. Force the hats for the blocks. Okay, what is the best for brush tool? You can use the default, but again, this is my favorite one. Okay, so we have here. Okay, all right, the manga. Okay, so we can apply the blocks right here. Okay, here. Okay, we can use the line if you want, and then copy the line to the other side. This is the this is how, of course, the digital tool placed differently compared to a compared to we will compare to a vintage style of drawing. Transform, flip, horizontal, oops, modify, transform, flip, okay, flip, vertical. Okay, let us just, you know, reverse. Okay, that's it. And then what will happen right here is we need only to provide here some lines that at the bottom. And I don't want to, to put more effort here. That's why I'm using the line drawing. Anyway, our target is to create the hats for the blocks. Okay, so let's use this. Just walk this out. Okay, this is the hair. Okay, and we have here. Okay, nice here. Okay, now after that, okay, what will happen? Let us provide some muscles right here. Okay, now where are we going to put that shadow? Okay, if the shadow is at the top of this person, what will happen? Okay, now what's we have to put it right here, and then we can use the blocks. Okay, and then here, this is the nose. We can even create another blocks right here. Look what will happen. Okay, So we have there, what you call this, sample of your manga drawing. Okay, let's put some more details right here. At the same time, of course, we can use this and then style of shadow right here. Okay, that's it. And then, well, to change the size, this to 1, and we can make it more, what you call this, a sharp type of a character, a mischievous type of character. Now, let us use the block right here. You can even create the cross hatch right here if you want. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, now we finish this, make this 3 or 2, and then we can put more blocks here if you want. Right here, the blocks right here. Okay, you can even tilt this, rotate this if you want, because yeah, of course, Adobe CC Animate has its own rotation tool. You can tilt this using this tool and force more blocks right here. So blocks used for muscles. Okay, so this is basic, but again, for the sake of the discussion only, well, of course, now the technique is to cover it with what with ink, large of inking like this one, and cover it with blocks. Okay, and the rest is your hats. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, that's it. And well, of course, you can, of course, we will, you can also change the color of here if you want. Okay, so for the sake of drawing only. So this is it. Okay, you have now the blocks, and there you have it. Now it's about blocking. It's about, no, it's not. I'm sorry, I'm talking about blocking. Blocking is the compositions of strokes and lines, so that it will cover more of the shadows and other things subject to your drawing. Um, for blocking practice, well, of course, you can go back to my previous tutorial and watch how to use those different styles of hatches, and then combine it with your own, and then come up with your beautiful drawing. Okay, if you like this channel, please don't forget to share, subscribe. It's to share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.